Hi guys, what's up? So it's been quite some time that I haven't shared a plant video with you guys. That's because I was busy doing a lot of projects. I was doing a lot of paintings. I had to dispatch a lot of orders and all of that. That was taking the entire free time which I had. Now that all that has been taken care of, all my shipments have gone. So I thought that let's do a plant video. Now today's video was not in the sequence of my plant videos, but since we are shifting out of this house in a few days, finally, so I thought that why not show you a house plant video and show you guys the entire approximately 200 house plants that I have. Now we've spent a lot of time in this house, guys. It's almost 5 years. I literally transformed this space from a house to a home. This is where I literally, build up my urban jungle. Slowly, one by one, I remember I entered this house with plants, and then gradually I got some 5 plants. Some of them I still have even now after 5 years. And then my collection just started growing with my love towards plants, and the rest is all history. By the way, somebody is drilling some holes in the background, so please ignore the noise. So yeah, that's the plan for today's video. House plant tour. I have 95% of my entire collection in my balcony, because my balcony is really long and rectangular in shape, and that's how you enter to my house. You come up the entryway, the stairs, and then there's the balcony, and then my living room and the bedroom, the entire living space starts. So since my balcony is a very long rectangular space, that's where I'm housed maximum of my house plants. So we are going to start with that. Now, this is again going to be a long video because I have a lot of plants in this small space to show you guys. So I'm going to divide this video in 2 parts so that you don't run away. So today we are going to cover the balcony area, and then in part 2, I'll show you the plants which are inside my house, my propagation plants, the plants in my bathroom, the plants in my kitchen, and all of that. So grab a cup of coffee, or just grab a cup of green tea, or masala chai, the correct fit for the monsoons, and stay glued to the screens so that we can start the tour. So my space is on the first floor. So as you enter, as you come up the stairs, this is a small entryway space which I have, wherein I have done a little bit of DIY, and I have put 2-3 planters. Now this is a DIY which I did some time back. This is a broken pot which somebody had discarded. I picked it up from the side of the road. Just took care of leveled the rim of the pot, and then just styled it with some DIY flower, with some dry flower. Next here we have our Philodendron Max. This I received as cuttings, and they were in 2 separate pots, but then they were just growing out of proportion. They had become root bound, so I plucked both the plants in one pot, and this is how it looks. This is my Philodendron Bullwinkle. I am still struggling with this plant. The growth is really stunted. I don't know, I think there's some infestation problem. I'll take care of it. A recent acquisition, Agave Americana Marginata. So it's been growing since I got it. So yeah. Next, when you go up the stairs to reach my floor, this is how the view is. There's been a lot of rain yesterday, guys, so I still haven't cleaned and scrubbed the floors. So please don't judge me. Let's just concentrate on seeing my plants. Okay, so we start with the right hand corner. Here I have a couple of pots. So this is Alocasia plumbae. This is Alamander, which goes up all across the line which I had put up. This is a Kalanchoe. I'm not sure which variety, but yeah, it's a Kalanchoe. It's sun crested beautifully. You see there are lots of reds and oranges in the leaves. This is a jade. This is a ghost succulent, or one of the propagation stations of, not propagation stations actually, no, one of the babies from the mother plant, one pot of filled with the babies. Ghost succulent or Graptopetalum paraguense, I guess, yeah. Then we shift here. This is rain lily, holy basil or the tulsi plant. These are the mother of millions hybrid or Bryophyllum plants. In this pot I have my oldest golden pothos, which goes up this pillar and then it trails down as well. So yeah, this is the oldest golden pothos I had, probably among the first set of plants which I got when shifted to this house. So yeah, then we have our Asian pigeon wings. This is the blue color one. I have some wandering Jew growing along the Asian pigeon wings in the same pot. It's become quite a mini jungle. Then we have our Echeveria Nubia. It's a little dusty, guys, please don't judge. I'm yet to clean it, as I said. Then here we have our Kalanchoe Flora or the flapjack Kalanchoe. My Monstera adansonii, my red pink vein Pachyphytum, one of my Dracena sanderiana pots, then my pencil cactus or sticks on fire. After that, this is my copperstone sedum or sedum nusbarianum. Yeah, nusbaria. Okay. Then here I have my Crassula ogre ears, a small pot where I have my pink symbolium and Manjula pothos cutting. Then here we have Senecio Rowleyanus, beautiful plant, just keeps growing, and I really like this icy blue green color on this succulent. One more sticks on fire or pencil cactus. Then this is my great brown Texas sage or Euphorbia frutescens, as you know. Then here we have my purple waffle plant. So this is the mother plant in this terracotta pot, and it just kept growing. So I took some cuttings and I put them in this mason jar. They occasionally flower, guys, like white flowers. Yesterday I had some blooms, but today I think I'm going to get blooms tomorrow. Again, one of my copperstone sedums. Yeah, one thing I wanted to tell you about this one. So this guy does get sun crested, during the summers all the leaves will turn beautiful orangey red and give you a very coppery glaze. So this is the mommy plant, obviously, and this guy are some pups which I took from the mommy plant. This hasn't crested for me yet, though they get almost the same amount of sunlight and the same exposure to morning sun. But I guess we'll have to just wait. Okay, next is my Graptoveria fredives. Was a little puppy, but now it has grown so big and so beautiful. Then is my sedum morganium, yeah, or donkey tail or pearl state succulent. Here's one. Again, this is the mother pot out of which I had taken puppies, and here is the second one. Now this statue, so a lot of people in Instagram have been asking me about this statue. this is a simple wooden statue, guys, which I had just picked up from the side of the road because somebody had discarded it. As you can see, she has cracks. So I just got her. She has cracks here, and then she has cracks here. So I just got her from the side of the road, gave her 2-3 coats of spray paint, and I feel that she adds a different element to my garden. You know, she acts as a statement piece for my garden. So yeah, I also had a male version of her, whom again I had picked up from the side of the road. But then lately there was a lot of wasp infestation in that statue, and I couldn't control that infestation, so I had to throw that the male statue out. So yeah, she is still pretty and she is still good. I hope to keep her with me as long as she doesn't wear out. So okay, moving on. Then we have our Peperomia serpens, the green variety. This is again, oh my god, it just grows like weed. If you guys don't have this plant, I am sure you should have this. This is a really fast grower. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. It will just take up your space, may it horizontal, may it vertical. I have it growing on my living room window as well. It has just covered the entire window. It has just entwined itself all across the windowsill. So yeah, beautiful. Then I have my Crassula tetragona or miniature pine tree here. Then here is again some wandering Jew. I have to change this planter because it's really old and it's gotten beaten a lot with rain and it's not in good shape. So yeah, please ignore, guys. I will change the planter soon. Then here is my Hedera helix variegated or wax ivy, English ivy variegated. Then again we move on to the mother plant, which is my pencil cactus or sticks on fire. This is the mommy plant, one of the first plants I have had in my space. Just look at him. He is so beautiful and he's given me so many pups, and it's such an easy plant to grow. Again, a statement piece, I would say, adds so much of element to your house. So yeah. Then inside I have another small pots of my Dracena Sanderiana. This is a ZZ propagation which I have recently repotted. Some jade, again one more Dracena Sanderiana or lucky bamboo. Then we have Royo pink here. Then my Aparajita or Asian pigeon wings, the white one. Again a very fast grower. Just look, there's no stopping, just keeps on growing. So yeah. Next we have our succulent pot, wherein I have a jade, I have a Havotia limifolia is the name, yeah, and some coarse succulents as well. Then we have Mr. Grumpy. Mr. Grumpy has the zigzag fishbone or the rickrat cactus. Again, it's growing really well. This plant was in my bathroom initially. It was not giving out any new growth, so I put him here. After that, this is all new growth. This entire branch is new and all. Moving on, one of my Dracena Sanderianas again in a human face planter. Then here's a succulent which I have. Again, surprisingly, this succulent is a really fast grower. Really fast grower. This is Senecio Barbertonicus. Yeah, that's it. And then here we are at my wandering jungle. Oh my god, I have no words for this plant. I recently posted about this plant in Instagram. If you guys haven't checked me out there, I should tell you that you definitely should check me out there. So this is my lucky pot, I would say. This is a very small rectangular shaped pot, and I have always had a mix of plants in this pot, and surprisingly they have all done well. So this pot was in my terrace wherein it was getting direct exposure to sun, and that was a summer time. And then I don't know what, something happened. Some cats came and they littered the entire place. They took out all the plants and all of that. So after that, I just stuck in 4-5 twigs of wandering Jew in this plant, and I shifted the pot here from my terrace. After that, this is what has become. I have some ginger also in this plant, and a creeper plant which is not in good shape now. So I'm going to take it out soon because it's got an infestation. Anyway, moving on. Again, my jade. Then my Senecio Rowleyanus. Yeah, this is my Senecio Rowleyanus. This was a gift to me from one of my friends, and it's growing beautifully. And again, it's a very I really like the leaf structure of this type of plant. Next is my Bryophyllum, and up here I have my rescue plants, my white pepper. So just to give you an overview of this aisle, this is how it looks. Next we have a small path across after my living room. So here is where we keep all our discarded stuff, and there is a lot of things which you can see in the background. Please ignore because we are going to throw all of this out. As I said, we are in the process of shifting home, so we've already started packing a bit of stuff which we do not require, and we are literally piling all that up in this place so that we can throw them away in a bulk. Okay, so this is a recent acquisition again. I recently got to know that this is a Rhaphidophora pertusa. I was thinking that this is a Monstera cultivar of some kind, but no, it is a Rhaphidophora pertusa. Next, I have two types of Ficus elasticas in one pot, one big pot. This one is a red ruby, and this one is a Echeveria. Then I have my Rhaphidophora tetragona. I had given him a support of climbing up the wall, but then I know how to take it off. After that, the star of the show is my Monstera Delicious. And yeah, there's a small philodendron of some variety here. I'm not yet sure which one this is. It was sold to me as a black cardinal, but definitely it's not a black cardinal. My earphones just got entangled in the jade bush. Yeah, okay, sorry. Now here I have my ZZ Zenzi, a beautiful plant, slow grower, but again adds a very different touch to your house. Then I have a big ZZ here, my Ficus elastica decora or burgundy, whatever you want to call it. Then my beautiful string of pearls or Senecio Rowleyanus. Yeah. Then we go up to my Shurak space, which is basically the house for all my indoor plants. This is the only spot in my balcony where it doesn't receive direct sunlight, and these are mostly a collection of plants which enjoy bright indirect light. So starting from my right, this is my Hoya Carnosa splash. Finally it did shoot out new leaves. As you can see, these are the new leaves. Then I have my Hedera helix green or backside green. Then my Ficus elastica tineke, the tissue culture variety. My marble queen pothos, some jade, some njoy pothos in a small broken coffee mug. Then this is the part 2 of the Rhaphidophora pertusa. This is the so when I had acquired that plant, I was pulling it out of the soil, and it just broke in 2 pieces. The lower piece is this one, and the upper half of the plant is the one which I showed you before this. Next is my Monstera adansonii. It's beautiful. It's a very fast grower. Please ignore my dog leash. Growing beautifully, sprouting out new leaves. I'm really proud of this plant. Next we have our moonstone succulent or Pachyphytum oviferum. In this I have emerald bubble plant. Here is my Ficus elastica Echeveria again, and this is a Dracaena variety I have. In this propagation tube, it's not a propagation tube anymore, this is just a cutting, wherein I have a trailing jade, Senecio string of bananas, and some donkey's tail. Going down here, another one of my hanging planter, which just has basic golden pothos. Golden pothos rocks, guys. You are never disappointed. Next, we move to our succulent corner. So this is a Philodendron Red Emerald, which were cuttings. I propagated them in water for quite some time, they did really well, and then I finally joined them up in this one. Also, I have a heart leaf Philodendron here. It was again a cutting, rooted well. I put them up in the soil. Now we come to our succulent corner. Let's see what we have. Okay, so this guy is Crassula Falcata. It's so difficult to remember these names here. Okay, Crassula Falcata or the propeller plant. Mr. Grumpy Senior is Peperomia clusifolia red margin. Then this is Graptovaria Fred Ives. Look at how huge it has become. It's so top heavy. I have to repot it soon. Okay, then we have my Echeveria. I am not so sure which one it is. Anyway, the Echeveria. Starfish Sansevieria or Sansevieria Bonsell in the background. Here is a horsetail palm. I had got this guy as a big bunch and it was put in soil, but somehow soil did not work for me, so I just chopped them all off and I put them up in water, and now there are so many new shoots which are coming up. So yeah, happy. Okay, next is my Sansevieria ehrenbergii. You know I love this plant. If you've seen my previous videos, I have a whole separate video on how to care for Sansevieria ehrenbergii. So I will link it up. Please go and watch it. Next is my Xanadu. This is again one of the senior plants in my collection. Almost 5 years old. It has stood strong for me all throughout. I've only changed the pots once. So yeah. Again some Echeverias. I am not sure about the species name. Next we have our Kalanchoe panamensis. Again a really fast grower. It grows out from leaves. If you can see, this is how the leaves will come up with new babies. And you don't even need to pot the leaf in the soil. You just have to just throw them away on the soil. So yeah. Then Sansevieria Whalefin. After that we have our Echeveria again, succulent. So now let's talk about my vertical space. Here's a cute DIY which I made. I have a lot of propagation tubes here. This has a Mandula pothos cutting, some wandering dew and a golden pothos leaf. Then again going up are golden pothos. This is a Hedera helix or backside reverse variation. Beautiful plant. I had not expected to find this plant so quickly, but yeah, I got it and I'm proud of it. Then going up I have a golden pothos in a hanging pot, and in this pot I have two different kinds of plants. This one is Philodendron Brasil, obviously, and this is a green heartleaf philodendron. Now going up, this is my kitchen window, wherein I have my recent acquisition, silver satin pothos, Scindapsus pictus. I am not sure whether it's actually a satin pothos. It was sold to me as a satin pothos, but it looks like more like a Scindapsus pictus exotica. So let me know, guys. Okay, next is my Philodendron Brasil, then my Senecio, again string of tears, beautiful plant, very fast grower. Then my trailing jade, again one of the older senior plants which I've had almost 5 years now, and just keeps on growing. So then we come to my hanging plants. Yeah, as I said, Philodendron Brasil and heartleaf philodendron, golden pothos. This is a DIY which I did out of a Coca-Cola bottle, wherein I've had a mixture of plants. This is a tangle heart, some what is this again? Some serpents, wandering Jew, purslane, potluca, and then I put a neon pothos cutting. Wherein which is there when we go up to my terrace. I have a jade here, a very old syngonium which is literally a fighter. It keeps dying back and then it just keeps sprouting back. I don't understand at times. Anyways, it's a very hardy plant, very difficult to die. Then very difficult to kill. Sorry. Then I have my one of my sticks on fire or pencil cactus here. This one does get sun crested, as you can see. So this one does get sun crested at times. This is again a Peperomia serpens, the variegated one which I have. Moving on to my terrace now. I used to have a lot of plants in my terrace before, guys, but then it's so difficult to maintain them. Okay, so here we have our mother of millions hybrid. Now suddenly from somewhere this plant had popped up in one of my pots, and I was very enthusiastic about it. I had not seen the Bryophyllum species of plants wherein the new pups come at the edge of the edge of the leaves. So for quite some time I was really enthusiastic about it, and I was giving a lot of attention to this plant. Oh my god. Then it just started spreading and it just started coming up in every pot of mine within the vicinity, and it just started throwing new pups and they just started growing like weed, and I was so irritated. One fine day I sat down, I pulled all the pups and the mother from the pots, and I just combined all of them together and kept them in this pot, away from the vicinity of my other houseplants. Because no matter, it is a beautiful plant, no doubt, but it just grows and spreads so fast, and you have a pup of this plant in every pot of yours, and it was irritating for me. So that's what I did. Next is my Aptenia cordifolia, the pink color one, and this is again a devil's backbone, the variegated one, which I have. See, there's again a mother of million pup growing in this plant. So these are my 3 terrace pots. Okay, so that was all about my houseplant tour part 1, wherein I showed you the majority of my plants in my balcony space, in my kitchen window space, in my terrace, on the elevation of my stairs going up the terrace, the space which is the entryway of me. So yeah, that was a lot of plants. Now I will show you the rest of my house, the rest of my plants in part. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please do like and subscribe and spread the word in the houseplant community, spread the word amongst your peer group. I would really like more people to add up to my this houseplant community, and so that we can share plant tips, plant content, can share new plants, new cultivars, new greens added into the entire houseplant community, and take this beautiful journey forward. So yeah, stay tuned for my part 2, guys, and enjoy your Saturday, and happy Sunday in advance. Bye bye, stay safe.